90% of people tend to just fully panic.
A lot of crashes.
There's a ton of concern. I think I'm just as nervous as you.
I'm gonna drive that. That's my truck. What's up? I'm Emily, and I really like cars. As a kid, I used to play with cars all the time in any shape and form, whether that was a Barbie car, an RC car, Hot Wheels, golf carts, go-karts, driving my dad's car around in the yard, all of it. And I think it pretty much goes without saying that the coolest thing you could ever drive is a monster truck. So, when Monster Jam reached out to BuzzFeed to see if anyone wanted to learn how to drive a monster truck, I obviously kept very calm and cool and professional.
So my friend Zach was like, is anyone interested in doing a video on the Monster Jam? And then I was like, oh my God, I love Monster Jam. And then my friend Megan was like, oh, of course you do. And then I followed up and I was like, do you think you'd let me drive the trucks? And then Zach was like, I actually think so, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, yes.
So since I've certainly never driven a Monster Jam truck before, the first step was to talk to some people who have. So I'm about to drive one of these things.
Yeah, and this is like not a training truck. So this thing's like 100% like ready to rip. Have you ever drove anything like high performance?
I drive a 2006 Scion TC,
Yeah.
and I think she's got 160 horsepower.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's probably about 12 of those. So take about 12 of those motors.
This thing has 1,500 horsepower, 12,000 pounds.
Great.
So you're way in left field. There's a ton of concern to throwing, I don't even know how to explain your level, into a professional level vehicle.
Okay. What should I be worried about?
90% of the people tend to just fully panic, and normally the panic mode is to hit the throttle wide open. That's not a good idea.
I can't imagine why.
It's instant. There's no lag. It's instant. When you hit the pedal, it's gone.
Okay.
So just to give you a little heads up. There's a lot of mistakes that are made and a lot of crashes, because I can guarantee you go to step in that truck, your hands are going to start trembling and shaking.
When I pull out on the track, I have no plan.
Right.
I'm just going to go crazy. I'm not stopping until the truck's stopping, and I hope like heck, you know, the truck's tore up, but I'm not.
Right.
You know.
And Monday morning when you roll out of bed, you're like, man, I felt like I just got in a car crash. You know?
Because you did.
Yeah.
We kind of shouldn't be doing what we're doing with this motor, but we're gonna make an exception. Yeah, there's a gas and brake and a steering wheel, which is all sounds normal, but then there's an ignition switch, start button, fans, multiple fans, water accumulators, power, there it is, on-off fuel valve, rear steer, switch, shifter, touch to talk, shifter, that has channel, volume, proper time, you can't do it wrong. What else?
You'll figure it out. I can explain it to you all day how to drive a Monster Jam truck, but until you do it, nothing. It's just like in one ear, out the other. I mean, you can't do anything worse than what we do.
That's true. And if I do that today, then I've done something terribly wrong.
Yeah, we'll probably never have you back.
I'm excited now. I guess we're just gonna get the suit on, and then we'll be driving. All right.
So you're gonna be in a fully flame-resistant suit. You're gonna have the same neck restraint systems that we run in the trucks, same helmets that we run in the trucks, fire-resistant gloves, shoes.
I'm ready. I'm a pro.
So you ask us no questions all day, so I'm gonna ask you, why do you want to do this?
My whole life, I remember seeing like Monster Jam commercials and being like, I want to go, and my parents were like, meh. In 2018, my twin brother died, and it was really f***ing terrible. For a while, I kind of thought my life was over, and nothing really made sense or mattered anymore. And I went home for a while to be with my family. And when I came back, I was all by myself in like this new way. And I didn't know what I was gonna do or how my life was gonna be now. When I got back, I went on Facebook, as you do, and I saw an ad for Monster Jam Triple Threat, something I always wanted to go to and never did as a kid. Kinda weirdly resurfaced in my life when I needed it the most. And so I organized a huge group of my friends to go, and it f***ing rocked. Going to Monster Jam was really the first thing that I did after my brother died that like really allowed me to just have fun and kind of forget about my life for a second and how sad I was. But I didn't tell anyone at Monster Jam that. I want them to think I was cool.
You know, you can crash and roll over, and I hope you can keep it on all 4 wheels.
She's in the truck. I'm gonna get her the rest of the way strapped in, and we're gonna go through her first startup process, and then after that, I'm getting the heck out of here, and we're gonna turn her loose on this huge track. This is the start button, and then this is the ignition button. This thing is the absolute lifesaver. Power on, fuel on, 2 hands, start button, and then ignition, 2 hands.
Nice job.
That was insane.
Exactly what I like to hear.
Oh my God.
Get you out of that thing.
Little shake.
Shaking a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, it was very impressive. You picked up on everything super fast, like the shifting, the starting technique, the rear steer. Like normally there's always rookie mistakes on each one of those.
You could go to the test full and start going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were that.
Oh yeah,
smooth.
you could.
Yeah, you picked it up quick.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Good
sweet.
job.
She picked up on it right away. I couldn't believe it. We have drivers that weren't that good at the beginning now that are really good. So she was awesome, fast, like very impressive.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no
this was
doubt,
like
absolutely.
the best day of my life.
Yeah,
Like, so to some, they might just be big dumb trucks. To me, being able to drive one of these things that just brought me so much joy and happiness when I was in the darkest moment of my life just really means that's so much more.
I'm the queen of Monster Jam, baby!
And in life, in everyone's life, there might be times when you feel like you may never be able to have a single ounce of fun again. And it's times like that when we really need things like Monster Jam the most. So I hope that you find your Monster Jam.